Okay, I think the last video of the day, about out of breath anyway, so perfect timing. This is a YJ axle, front axle, Dana 30, with 307 gears in it. And I don't normally do videos, but I am going to start doing videos on all my axles. I got a whole bunch of axles up there. Most of my rears are gone, but I do have a couple left. But always call because we get them in. I get parts in quite a bit, Jeeps in quite a bit, and part them. But nonetheless, it's in good shape. We popped the diff cover. We checked the fluid color. That's the first thing we look for. Make sure there's good fluid in them when it comes out. Somebody's actually taking care of it. And then make sure there's no metal shavings in the fluid itself. And then we look and inspect the ring and pinion to make sure there's no chips out of them. Other than that, that's pretty much all I do is inspect them on that half, and then make sure that you know, the mounts and everything are in good shape. Whatnot. Now, you get an assembled axle. You get it from disc to disc. You can reuse these brake parts. This Jeep did run and drive. I did drive this Jeep, just like I do all my Jeeps. None of my Jeeps are wrecks, so you don't have to worry about bent axles or anything like that. This is $87.95. Do keep in mind that they did change a couple things in the very early ones to the late ones, but all this stuff is pretty much the same. And you can kind of tell by looking at the four-wheel drive whether yours matches that or not, but like I said, they are interchangeable parts on them. Now, you'll notice there's a little bit of a discoloration between the top, the bottom there and the top there, and I did paint this somewhat. I didn't do a great job. And I try to make them, dress them up a little bit so you can just bolt on if you want, or you can clean them up more and then bolt them on, whatever you want to do. But I ran out of paint on this one. So if you do buy this one, I will make sure that I get it nice and coated paint-wise. It also helps us, you know, with shipping. In case it gets damaged, it's very easy to see fresh paint been shipped off and whatnot. This is exactly the pallet it's going to be shipped on. I'll band it to it here in a minute. And that way it keeps our costs down. Normally we can get these shipped to business for about $150, and then residents, they charge us about a $70 liftgate fee. So if you have an opportunity to ship one of these things to a business, I would highly recommend it. If not, 70 bucks is sometimes better than driving across town. So just keep that in mind. Yoke comes with it. Trying to think of anything else. I think that covers it. I'll put some pictures up as well. Yeah. If you have any questions, comments, or need a different axle, just let me know. But again, this is a Dana 30 front end of a YJ, and it is a 3.07 gear ratio on it. Okay? I do have some axle parts from some we've parted. Those go fairly quickly because we don't usually part our axles very often, whatnot. But it's always a good idea to call and check. So. And I appreciate watching my video. My name is Jeremy again, Highline 4x4, 8706 Wranglers only. Some days JKs, and someday we'll go back in time to the CJs. For now, this is what we have: tubs, frames, axles, roll bars, leaf springs. And then inside, I got a whole bunch of bins for really small parts that a lot of people can't usually find. So if you've been looking for a part, there's more likely I have it, or I'll be able to get it for you. If you get a hold of my voicemail, I get a lot of calls a day, so you just have to leave me a message, or and I'll call you back when I get a chance. I do try to give a day just calls. Text me is that's a good way to do it. Email is great too. I like the more messaging because then I can do it when I get leisurely time. Versus phone, if I check it at midnight, it means I'm not going to be able to call you back the next day, and if the next day something comes up, it can be a couple days. So those are the best ways to get a hold of me. But nonetheless, I'll try to make myself more available to more people sooner than later. And I think that's it. 720-987-8772.